Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matej.
It's Rooney! And that has skinned the post.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Rijkaard. Conte. Raul. Tries to play it through. Rijkaard. Tchouaméni. Rooney. And it's Kimmich. That's good play. He's being urged to shoot, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
They've played it short. Kimmich gets a cross in. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Puskas. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Messi, good effort from distance. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
It's a sharp pass. That's Rijkaard. Borussia Dortmund disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And here's Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Borussia Dortmund yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Número 6.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That ball looks a good one. Kimmich. Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Goes for a shot! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Conte. Rijkaard. Borussia Dortmund have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Messi powering forward here. Well, that is one way to stop him. That is ended up in no man's land. Kimmich, and it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Rooney. Now it's Mbappe. Chance, surely! It's in! That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes.
It's Rooney! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
João Cancelo. Puskas. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Fernandes. Now it's Rooney. And it's Messi. Knocks it out wide. Nice interception, well timed. Borussia Dortmund heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. And here's Rooney. And this is shapes to shoot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Mbappe. And the shot's on here. Conte. And here's Messi. Oh, good spread. And reclaimed it in a trice. Big chance! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well,
and there is the half-time whistle. Borussia Dortmund are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half, more of the same please. Score at the interval, 2-2. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Now it's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Tries a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Chouameni. Rooney. And here's Fernandes. Conte. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Raul. Now it's Puskas. And he's intervened well there. Fernandes. And it's Rooney. He's had it taken off him. Upamecano. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Raul. Rijkaard. Conte. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he's been shifted off it. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Quality ball. Great vision. And that could set him on his way. Mbappe! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Conte, he's played it back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pumas appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Aimed beyond the defence. Good ball over the top. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Great ball. There's the shot! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue.
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 13, número 9, número 10. Entran número 5, número 18.
Now it's Mbappe.
Número 8.
Raul. Makaleli. Puskas. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now this could be a chance. He might be in here. Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Pumas grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Oh, that's a key interception. He came in hard, very hard. Now it's Raul. Now it's Mbappe. Conte. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And Messi! He scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Pumas are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Makaleli has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And he shoots! Oh, taken with style! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Pumas really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Borussia Dortmund grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Well, that is one way to stop him. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is Puskás. And it's Bellingham. Shot could be on. That is a crunching tackle. Neymar. Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we're done. Borussia Dortmund played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is Van Basten. That is Conte. Puskás. Scholes. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Makaleli. That is Conte. Van Basten receives it in a good position here. Puskás gets flagged offside. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Conte knocks it into space. It's Scholes! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Tries to play it through. Conte. Borussia Dortmund are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's straight offside. It's just beyond his reach. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Rijkaard. Hakimi. Oh, he's going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well read, nice interception. It's run loose here. Thinks about the shot. Scholes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Van Basten. Now it's Raúl. Now it's Lewandowski. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Puskás. And he's managed to get Puskás! He's done very well to get to that.
Puskás clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Van Basten, decent chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And this is Puskás.
Borussia Dortmund.
He's having a go! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, it's Van Basten. Now there's a fine ball. Robertson. Hazard. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for options for movement. Van Basten! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And that's a good ball. Scholes. It's Ribéry. Schlotterbeck goes sliding in. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's come loose. Conte. That has been cut short. Looking to play him in. That looks a good ball through. Goes for a shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now it's Van Basten. Little doubt, that is a foul. Kimmich has been booked, just to confirm. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of it. Scholes! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Scholes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Caresses it through. Shot! Surely! It's hit the upright. And this is Van Basten. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask. It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's made its way to him. And this is Hazard. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Borussia Dortmund have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Scholes. Good running, strong and purposeful. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that's well spotted. Conte, the man synonymous with solidity. Now it's Puskás. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
There they go, hunting again.
It's played through for him. And this is Lewandowski. Barella.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Shot goal! They've done it! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Played into space. Brilliantly cut out. No, that's been intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Kimmich. And that has left him in a heap.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Can he get it through? Puskas! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Oh, nicely intercepted. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, it's Raul. He's found the way through.
Raul really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly. And
he's had a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And again they hit the front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ribéry. Raul bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's having a hit! Barella has got himself a free kick. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And this is Lewandowski.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Very much into the last knockings. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Kante. He's got away. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Baresi. Now it's Raul. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. And for sure, that was not one of his best. And this is Lewandowski. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Upamecano has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. Lewandowski! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with...
And that's that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement. Sides glad to trade blows, to set out always.